Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to your Divine Masculine Weekly Confessions. So today's theme is "You are the temptation I just can't resist." So I felt guided to go into the movie 50 Shades of Grey just for some entertainment purposes to carve out the outline for this reading. So if you guys are a fan of that movie or that series, you may resonate with these messages today. So I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a separation or challenge in your connection. Please keep that in mind, but only take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. So all the decks I'll be using here today will be listed in the description box down below, as well as these beautiful organites here. So let's just dive right into these messages, you guys, and just see what we need to know this week about your Divine Masculine. So we're going to go into the energy of gray, so as in Christian Grey. What is going on with your Divine Masculine currently? We're going to break down his thoughts, his feelings, as well as his environment, which means people around this masculine or what he's experiencing in the outer world, okay? So let's go ahead and go into this. All right. Where is this masculine at mentally right now? What is he thinking about? What is he focusing on? This is just in general. Ooh, we have the timing is spring. So I really like this energy because this just means something fresh, something new, something that this masculine wants to grow. So maybe he is in a growth mindset. Maybe he's thinking about things that he wants to create at this particular time. All right, let's go ahead and get some information on what this might be about. We have the psychic. Interesting. It says, look into this crystal ball and see the mystical powers within. You will gain clarity on a hunch. Listen to your gut instincts. Okay. So right now, this masculine is actually trusting his intuition when it comes to taking some sort of a step in a new direction. He feels guided to do it. It's almost like his higher self is communicating to him and making him feel like just this feels right. So to me, it's almost like he's using his intuition or trusting his intuition even over his logic at this point. He's going with something because it feels right. Okay, that's cool. All right, let's go ahead and get some details on what this is about. What is this? What is this about? Ooh, we have the devil's energy. Okay, it says temptation, toxic workplace, abandoned principles. Okay, this is Capricorn. So I feel like this might have to do with the material world. Maybe what the masculine does for a living, what he does for work, because it says toxic workplace. There's something that has become toxic in his life. There's something that maybe he has, he's relying on heavily. It could also be the money's really great, and that's what's kept him basically stuck in some sort of position, but he's abandoned his principles along the way. So I feel like he is getting this intuitive nudge this week to abandon some sort of a situation that's just very toxic, and it's very draining, and it's just not worth the money. So that is what I'm seeing here. It's like he's looking for either a new job or he's looking for a new way to make money. And he's trusting his intuition that's basically leading him in a new direction. So I just feel like he might be abandoning a workplace, or he's cutting ties with toxic people or just toxic behaviors or a toxic work situation. Okay, so that's what we have for what he's mentally focusing on this week. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with his feelings and emotions. We have, okay, arrows of love are coming your way. Cupid. It could be in his emotions and his feelings, he's really thinking about love. He's really thinking about, what do I love? What would I really enjoy doing? So this could be very specific to work because the devil is here, or it could even be this masculine knowing that there is some sort of a toxic behavior that seems to be running his life to the ground or causing him to make really terrible decisions, which just creates nothing but chaos and conflict in his life. So in his heart space, it just may be that he is touching base with his heart and instead going to use his energy and point it towards things that he really loves and that he really enjoys. Okay, let's go ahead and get another card. We have the Influencer. Okay, it says this busy bee plugs into buzzworthy events. Networking and social interactions will open new doors for you. Okay, so this is really cool. New doors opening here. Influence. What I'm getting here is that this masculine is probably looking to do something that he really loves to do rather than focusing on the money aspect. It doesn't mean that he can't make money at what he's doing, like you can't make money at what you love to do. But I feel like he's trying to do something that he would really enjoy and not focusing so much on the actual money. You know what I mean? Like maybe not trying to get rich or trying to get famous, just really trying to love or enjoy what it is that he's doing. And that energy, it's like that speaks volumes. It's almost like that energy influences people. It creates a vibe, and that vibe people are attracted to. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on right now emotionally for this masculine. He's very busy. He's doing something that he wants to do. He's plugging into new things, and instead of just kind of not teetering away, but I can't think of the word that I want to use, but just rotting away and doing the same thing over and over again, but feeling so exhausted and feeling so unfulfilled. It's just not worth it to him. I feel like in his heart or in his higher self is trying to lead him to something that's going to be more fulfilling, that's going to make him feel like he's either making a difference or just feel better about himself and about what it is that he does. So that's what I'm seeing here. All right, let's go ahead and get another card. Yeah, look at this. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a Pisces energy. Creative, persuasive charm, leads with the heart. Look at that. This just confirms what information is coming through here. This masculine actually wants to lead by example. He wants to influence people in this way. Maybe he is showing other people that you can do what you love to do. You can create your dreams. You can do all these things. Maybe he is wanting to be an influencer in some sort of way, or a teacher, or just showing other people that you can do what it is that you love and still either make money at it, etc. Okay, but this very creative individual may decide that instead of working that 9-to-5 job, that they're instead going to take their creative side. They're going to make that thing that they always wanted to make, and they're going to put that thing out there as a service or their creations for sale or something like that. And this is very near and dear to the masculine's heart. So I just feel like there's an upgrade in being authentic to yourself instead of worrying about keeping up with the Joneses status, having all the money in the world, but just being miserable trying to make it. So I feel like there's something that he is leaning into towards, and it's his heart. He's leading with his heart this week, basically. That's really cool to have that in the feelings and emotions energy. All right, let's go ahead and see the environment. What's going on in the environment? Confessions of feelings is near. Okay, interesting. So the environment, it may be that this masculine is talking about his feelings either with someone or it's funny because this is the Divine Masculine Confessions reading, and it's saying a confession of feelings is in the air. I feel like because this is the feelings energy that we were just talking about, I'm just going to put it out there, you guys. It could be that, because when I think about influencers, I think about people that are on social media. I know that's not the only type of influencer that there is, but that's just what comes to my mind. Somebody confessing their feelings online. I feel like for some of you guys, this could be an indication that you may hear from your masculine either over social media or through some sort of email or text or something this week. And the reason that you're going to perhaps hear from your masculine is because he's being true to himself and he's leading with his heart this week. So it may just be better timing or just the right time for him to just be honest with how he is feeling. Very interesting. So let's just go ahead and continue and see what else. What else do we need to know? The photographer. Okay, so the photographer to me is like freelance. This is somebody who's creative, somebody that might run their own business. I feel like if the masculine is just honest with himself, he's going to do something that he just loves to do. He may struggle. It's like a struggling artist to me. So it says, peer into the photographer's lens. A fresh set of eyes allows a chance for growth and renewal in these trying times. Interesting. You'll have a lot of people say things like, oh, the economy and these are trying times and all this other stuff. I mean, yes, that's a reality, but that doesn't have to be your reality. So I do feel like even, amidst these very, challenging times, it doesn't matter. This masculine is still leaning towards his dreams, leaning more towards what he wants to do. So I feel like it's all in the way that he views the world. And to me, if he leads with his heart, it's almost like his environment is going to improve. His life is going to become what he makes it. So to me, it's just very much shifting his thoughts, upgrading his vibes, his energy this week is really going to lead to him, just walking his destined path, or just being his true authentic self, which, like I said, could lead to a confession of his feelings, or a confession of, yes, true feelings, but hearing from this masculine. So we have influencer and photographer. I get a social media vibe here. Pictures on social media, a social media influencer. That could be you even, the Divine Feminine watching the video. You could hear from your masculine on a social media account. I just have to put that out there. What else? Now we have Sagittarius. So we have 3 specific signs here today. We've got Capricorn, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Temperance to me is a card of reconciliation. Temperance is about, the perfect timing. I feel like, and I'm not trying to put that out there like it's gonna happen this week for some of you guys, but it may be that this tempering of energy has been going on for a long time, and it might be that this is the divine timing for this to happen this particular week of this reconciliation. But it says cooperation, patience is key, relaxed atmosphere. Yeah, this masculine feels more tempered in his energy. He feels more relaxed. He feels more in touch with himself. I feel like this masculine may have just been working to the bone. Money is all that mattered. Materialism, getting caught up with the Joneses, getting caught up with status, feeling like that's what makes him a better person. It's going to make him feel better. But I realize but sometimes you realize when you get there, it's not all it was cracked up to be. It really does. It fulfills you in some way, of course. You know what I mean? Money is not evil. Money is not bad. It's just that sometimes when you get it and you're not whole within, sometimes you can rely on that as your identity. And then when it goes away, or it's just kind of tempers, it like doesn't last, or it's just kind of up and down, you become like a victim of that roller coaster, and you start identifying yourself with the money. So I feel like there's something here where this masculine may have heavily relied upon status or money for his identity. And I feel like there's been something that has happened that he realizes that's not what happiness is all about. It's not what truly led him to peace and happiness within himself. So to me, it's just like doing something for the love of doing it is what the silver lining is for this masculine. He may not be the most famous. He may not make the most money, but I feel like he's getting to a point where it doesn't matter, because he's been there, done that, and it didn't make him happy. So why not actually do something that makes him happy? So yeah, that's what I'm getting here for this masculine this week. And his environment with what he's doing, he's pouring more energy into what he loves to do instead of pouring more energy into trying to figure out how to get an edge on everybody or make money. Whatever this industry that he might be in might be very cutthroat, because the photographer, like I said, is freelance. There's so many photographers out there. The competition is crazy. So it's like, you really have to, it's like self-made. You really have to promote yourself. You really have to announce yourself on either social media or advertise yourself. So there's a lot of it's all great, being employed, but it's also self-made. And when you're self-made, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of effort that goes into it. So that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. Well, actually for your masculine this week. So now we're going to go into the energy of Steele, which that's of course Anastasia Steele. So this is his love interest. So this is you. What is your divine masculine feeling and thinking towards you in this connection this week? Let's look at that energy. Great fortune. Pathway. Ooh. Okay. This is pretty cool, you guys. It's almost like what I'm getting here is that this masculine this week has finally found, even though that's gold, has found the silver lining this week, the key to life. And when you are really trusting your intuition and you're doing something that you love to do and you're doing it for the purpose of this just feels aligned with me, you're on your destined path. So I feel like this masculine has experienced some sort of gold mine of wisdom. And because of this, he's on his path, his destined path. Look at this, which leads to you feminine. So that's why there may be a confession that's near from this masculine. And the reason why is because he's aligning with his true self. And when you're aligning with your true self, you are walking your destined path. And whatever is meant for you and it's destined for you, you're going to cross paths with it. And we have the divine feminine here, which is a part of your masculine's destined path. Well, that's very cool. All right, what else? All right, there's some sort of a nostalgia. This is like a 6 of Cups energy, the past, daydreaming, reminiscing. Masculine is really nostalgic about you this week, feminine. Thinking a lot about the past, thinking a lot about how the two of you collided at one point, maybe thinking about all the time and distance that has occurred in your separation. We did get Temperance here. So Temperance to me is that reconciliation card. So yeah, there's some kind of heavy influence on thinking about you this week and really maybe daydreaming of better times. We have Dark Night of the Soul, ego death. Oh my God, that's what this is. Difficulty, pain. It has been a painful path for this masculine, but I'm getting here, you guys, that his dark night of the soul is leading him back towards you. He had to go through something. He had to go down this pathway, and this pathway that he's been on has been really dark. The Capricorn energy there, it's like an ego death of, all the money in the world isn't going to buy you happiness. It's not going to buy you true love or friends. It's not going to buy self-worth. All of those things must come from within. And we can fake ourselves for a while with all that shit, but it doesn't last. And I'm speaking from personal experience. So yeah, this is just one of those things where it's a dark path. It feels in a way like, oh my gosh, all my dreams just came true. Oh my gosh, I'm winning. Doing so well, everything's wonderful, and then bam, all of a sudden you lose it, and then you think to yourself, who the hell am I? And then you have to go through that ego death, and you have to go through that pathway of finding yourself, and it's not pretty and it's not fun. It's very difficult and painful, And sometimes you lose everything and you just have to figure out what actually true happiness really is to you. So I feel like this is what this masculine is going through, and this is what is ultimately leading him back to you, divine feminine. Wow, forgiveness. Can you forgive me? Having compassion, empathy, and mercy. Masculine is looking at you, feminine, as an angel. He's been in a really dark place, but you've always been that guiding light for him, even if it's just a memory. So he sees you as somebody that might forgive him, that might show mercy on him, that might have compassion and empathy for him. You at one time did have this for your masculine. So I feel like he is remembering you in this very angelic light. He remembers you as the angel in his darkness, saving him from his darkness. That's just what I'm getting here. He's actually thinking about that, thinking about how he was at his darkest time, or he treated you in a very dark way, all stemming from ego and fear, but you still had compassion. You still showed him mercy. You still had a lot of empathy for him. And maybe if you didn't and you had to go your own way, he still remembers you in this very beautiful angelic light. So he's very nostalgic on that, and I feel missing his angel. Wow, look at that. I was just talking about his darkness, right? Very dark. His very dark energy. The moon is Pisces, so we have Pisces coming up twice here. But facing my darkness and my fears. So yes, he's faced his darkness. He has faced his fears. And it doesn't mean it's all over, as in he'll never have to learn any lessons or he'll never go through a dark phase again. It just means that right now, this particular week, he's really reflecting, because I see the moon as a reflecting card. We're really reflecting on ourselves. We're really reflecting on that darkness. We're really reflecting on our biggest fears. Also, the moon is connected to the divine feminine. The moon is feminine, the sun is masculine. And so there is this highlighted energy here, especially when we're asking Spirit to share with us what this masculine is feeling and thinking towards you. He might be thinking about how much he hurt you, how much fear he felt when he was facing you before in the past, but really reflecting on all the shit that went down between the two of you and how difficult it was and how painful it was, or how much pain he caused you. Because we have forgiveness here. What needs to be forgiven? I'm getting here some sort of behavior, something that went down here that wasn't pretty. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. That's Sagittarius. So we have Sagittarius and Pisces coming up twice in this reading. That could be a confirmation for someone out there. But feeling restless. Right now, this masculine is very restless with all of these feelings. This masculine, I feel, is restless for the sun to come out so he can feel alive again, so he can feel, so he can really thrive. So I feel like this right now is a process. The masculine is kind of in a dark phase right now. I don't want to say he's in a complete dark night of the soul, but I feel like he might be on the tail end of a dark night of the soul. And so a lot of things are being illuminated for him during all of this pain, during all of just this reflective energy. And you are coming up a lot during this energy, divine feminine. Knight of Wands, though, is also a card of passion, wanting to connect with someone in a very passionate way. This masculine is also feeling this way about you this week, feminine. Thinking about the light, thinking about the lighter times, thinking about the passion that you guys once shared and wanting that again. Very nostalgic on that energy of how it was with you. You see, I'm hungry for you. That's the flame. So the Knight of Wands is holding the flame for you, feminine, and is hungry for you this week. So to me, you're the temptation I just can't resist. I feel like if this masculine were to see you, feminine, it would be very difficult for him to contain his passion and desire for you. That is what we are seeing here. Woo. Okay. So now we're going to go into the energy of vanilla or cherry. So what is the current flavor of his desire for you, since we already know he's hungry for you? All right, let's look at this. What is this? Is it vanilla or cherry? Okay, so we have content. You are all that I need. I want to taste you, aphrodisiac. You outshine them all. And your scent is divine. I'm getting more of like a vanilla flavor here. And what I mean by that is, even though he's got a lot of passion for you, feminine, I feel like he is choosing to think more of you in the terms of the angel energy, okay? Seeing you as someone who is divine with this player. So out of all the players, out of all the people, I feel like this masculine could have even been a player. And as he played the game, right, the conclusion that he came to is that you actually outshined them all. All right. We also have your scent is divine, as in your specific scent, your specific body, your specific soul is divine to me. Right. And you're all that I need. Had I just been content at the time, I would have realized this. So the aphrodisiac just is, this, just knowing these things makes this masculine want to be with you. So I feel like it's definitely, it's not like just in a hookup type of a way where I just want to, get my rocks off type of situation. So I'm getting here that it's more of a vanilla energy. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Something's got a hold on me, or something's got a hold on me. Prisoner. So there's kind of like this darker aspect. It's kind of melancholy, you guys. So it's not like this super confident, I want to come in, I want to whisk you off your feet, I feel like you're just going to want me immediately too. There's this feeling here where, it almost feels like a prison. So obviously, if we do something wrong in life, the consequences, especially if it's illegal, could be prison, a prison sentence, jail time, that sort of thing. So what's got a hold on him is kind of like his sentence, the sentence of his behaviors, the consequences that have, it's funny, I just got that from the what is it, the songs from Stained. It's been a while. Consequences that I've rendered, that's coming through. So there's something perhaps that's been done, and the prison time or the prison sentence is the separation. The fact that you guys are no longer on speaking terms, that seems to be what's got a hold on him right now. So he doesn't feel super confident, and he's not walking around cocky like all of a sudden you guys are just going to come back together and experience this, total like passion again. The feeling is there, of course, the memory is there that you guys had this at one time, but I'm not getting here that he is thinking in those terms that that's what he deserves, or that's going to happen. He's not assuming that anyways. So that's why I get it's coming across more like a vanilla energy. So the priestess, look into my eyes and see all the lies. So that's the thing. To me, this is you, the priestess. The high priestess is somebody who's all-knowing. The high priestess is somebody that if we try to lie to her, she's going to know. So there's some kind of a confession or some sort of, somebody needs to admit that they lied. And so that could be, will you forgive me? That forgiveness energy. So I feel like it's not about just seeing each other and everything is just like, jumping back in. There will be a lot of work. There's some layers that need to be peeled back here. So this masculine's energy, like I said, is very vanilla, very innocent, coming through with, I know that I need to make wrongs right, kind of vibe. But this is the thing though. There is this energy amidst all this other stuff where he is tempted. So remember, you're the temptation I just can't resist. Deliver me from my desires. So this masculine does have a lot of desires for you, feminine. And you're that person that can deliver him from his desires, that can quench that thirst, that can quench that appetite. But I'm not getting here that he is viewing you as this person that he's just going to come in and he's just going to assume that this is what's going to take place between the two of you. So I feel like these desires for you are a little hidden. He might try to hide them if you guys do reconcile, because he doesn't want that to be the forefront or the main focus of this reconnection. My heart is a haunted place, manor, however you pronounce that. But yes, this right here, it's like he's haunted. His heart is haunted right now. His heart is actually open and activated this week. So that's why he's thinking a lot, and he's leaning more into his heart center this week. And you happen to be in his heart, feminine. So he may have tried to push this down and not feel this and not deal with this for a while. And I feel like it's really coming up pretty hard this week. And he's really thinking about all of this stuff that has taken place. Maybe things he's been hiding from, see all the lies when you look into my eyes. He may have not been able to face you for a while, feminine. But I feel like there's some kind of a memory that's coming up and some sort of an activation in his heart space this week that's causing him to, want to lean into that and feel his feelings this week. All right, we have the world cycle completion. So Saturn is connected to the world. Saturn is all about karma. So is Capricorn, by the way. But Saturn is very much about like karmic cycles and burdens and hardships and lessons. I feel like this masculine has had to, it's almost like travel the world to come back and come full circle to this realization. So I feel, feminine, that his current flavor of desire for you, yeah, he definitely has some desire, but I feel like the desire is to release the burden between the two of you, to confess something to you, to apologize to you, to make these wrongs right, and to complete this cycle and to finish up this unfinished business that still remains between the two of you. So I feel like that's more of his focus than it is on his physical desires for you, even though it's there. But that's Capricorn energy again. We have the Queen of Cups, which is Cancer's energy, intuitive and sensitive. Queen of Cups, that's you. So this masculine sees you, feminine, as the Queen of Cups. He made, again, that very sensitive angel, right? That empathic angel. That's how he's viewing you still. And I feel like this is something where that's why it's vanilla energy here. It's like, I know I need to complete this cycle with you. I know that I need to fix this. I know that I need to come back to this. I can no longer stuff this down and pretend it doesn't bother me, or pretend that I don't care. So there's a lot of feeling for you this week, a feeling of wanting to come back to this and make it all right. Yeah, the Star is about, it's Aquarius energy. It's about feeling aligned. Remember, I was talking about, if this masculine feels aligned and is aligned with his destiny, then he's on track to come back to this connection with you and to fix this, or to at least close out this cycle, whatever it is. He feels drawn to it. Spirit, the universe, is drawing him towards it this week. He feels guided. And we already know that he's leaning into his heart and higher self, and this heart, higher self energy is leading him back towards you, his destined path, which is why we had the pathway, and the card right next to it was you, divine feminine. I'm telling you. And then we have the Two of Wands, which is about making a decision, getting on the same page with someone, connecting with someone, making a decision to just do this, to break this cycle of no contact, to break this cycle of separation. So it's very vanilla, and the desire really is more for a reconciliation and making things right between the two of you. So because we can't go into these, steamier types of messages here on YouTube, we are now going to take it over onto the extended. This is what we're going to go into over there. The Red Room. What fantasies is your divine masculine tempted to bring to life and act out with you? Also, scars. What pain or issues is your divine masculine hiding from you? Submissive, what does your divine masculine wish he could confess to you right now? And then dominant, what is a major move that your divine masculine plans on taking towards you next? So what is his plan, and what is the decision that he'll make? We'll find that out. I'll put that in the description box down below, the link of the extended reading, as well as in the comment section pinned to the top. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching this reading. And remember, if you guys liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Leave a comment or emoji in the comment section. All those things definitely help my channel. All right, you guys, thanks again. And hopefully I'll see you over in the extended. Take care. Bye-bye.